Welcome everyone to the finale of Splatoon. In the last video, we used the E-Leader, our final multiplayer weapon. And in this video, night falls on the plaza as there is a celebration. And no, the celebration is not for the finale of the series, no. In fact, it's actually for a discontinued feature of the game called Splatfest. I'll get into what those are in a bit, but just know that since it's been discontinued, there's no way to access this without the magical power of the transition sequence spoiling it. No. Amiibo. With Amiibo, you can listen to each of the, well, not only can you keep one of the Squid sisters in a plastic box, this was before that was a meme. Oh lord, gross. But anyways, you can listen to any of the Squid Sister tracks, including their solos that have not been released until, like, the final Splatfest started, I think? And you're able to listen to those, with these Amiibo. Or if you go on YouTube, but that's the easy way out. Anyways, you can listen to Ink Me Up, the battle theme for Splatfest, Now or Never, the 1-minute theme for Splatfest, City of Color, the Plaza theme for Splatfest, and the one you just listened to, Maritime Memory, the credit scene, Calamari Incantation, the final phase of the final boss, Tide Goes Out, Marie solo, and Bomb Rush Blush, Callie's solo. Yeah, honestly, it's really cool to be able to see more than just one performance in the Splatfest Plaza. And how about I go over how Splatfest works right now? So basically getting into how Splatfest worked, it was a one-day event about once per month where you could choose between one of two teams to pledge yourself to. And for the whole 24 hours it lasted, it was nothing but turf war, with night variants of every stage, which was pretty cool. And the very next day, the winner would be determined, and this is where I tend to get a little bit pissed. See, the winner is determined on popularity and wins. So, popularity being a part of the factor, you can already tell it's going to be really garbage. Given the first Splatfest, the popular choice is definitely going to win because it had the same multiplier of just ×1 between both of them. But then once wins started to get multiplied more and more, eventually reaching ×6, it just became a reverse popularity contest. Let's take Pokemon Red versus Pokemon Blue for an example. Pokemon Red was the more popular choice, but because it was the more popular choice, people would be paired up against their own teammates, which doesn't count towards the final tally. Not only that, but since the more popular team has more people, they're going to be paired up with more younger, inexperienced players. So the smart choice since then was always to pick the less popular team. And you know what gets really infuriating? This only failed twice, so it really does work. Yeah, popularity should just not be a part of the equation. It's so terrible. On to more positive parts. At the end of every Splatfest, should you have participated, you would win Super Sea Snails, which you would still get way more than if you were to talk to Judd after winning 30 matches. Also a feature that was added later on down the line, the Power Meter, which was based on your rank battle rank, so you'd be ensured to be paired up with people around your skill level, which is an alright way to balance the whole thing. And probably most insignificantly, you were given a shirt with Special Saver on it, which apparently they wouldn't let you keep, not even after the final Splatfest. It wouldn't have been broken because it would have just gotten rid of Ninja Squid, Cold Blooded, Recon, and Haunt. And the worst part, this was fixed in the sequel, which actually did have an overpowered ability. But I would like to dedicate some time to say that there were actually some Splatfests that were exclusive to Europe, or Japan, or the United States. It was all really cool, and I'm showing those on screen right now. Now, I'd also like to get into Amiibo functionality outside of Splatoon, because surprisingly, the Splatoon Amiibos have a lot of support outside their own game. So let's start with Super Mario Maker, which gives you costumes of the Inklings and the Squid Sisters to play as them in your stages. Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo will get you 3 new villagers, Cece the Squirrel for Callie, Vichay the Squirrel for Marie, and Inkwell the Octopus for the Inklings. There's also Splatoon-themed furniture and clothing from the RVs of these animals. Yoshi's Woolly World will get you skins for the Inklings. Using the Inklings in Kirby Planet Robobot will get you the Poison Copy ability. Style Savvy Fashion Forward will get you Splatoon-themed leggings. New Boutique 3 will unlock a pattern and an emblem based on Splatoon. Miitopia will get you Inkling costumes. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will get you Splatoon-based Mii Racer costumes. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will let you use the Inklings as figure players. Now onto much less specific functions, more just for the games. Amiibo Tap will let you play a random demo of an NES or SNES game. Kirby Star Allies will get you more puzzle pieces. The Switch version of Bayonetta 2 will grant you extra items. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker will get you extra lives twice a day. Metroid Prime Federation Force will get you the X-Ray skin. Chibi Robo Ziplash will get you extra coins. Hyrule Warriors will grant extra materials every day. Pokken Tournament will get you random items once a day from any 5 amiibo. Mario Party 10 will get you scratch cards. Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge will unlock a new stage. Word Puzzles by Poji, I probably butchered that pronunciation, will get you new word puzzles. And Just Shapes and Beats will get you an extra 100 beat points. So yeah, surprisingly, the Splatoon amiibos have a lot of support outside their own game, and that's actually really cool to see. Now's the point where we go over some unused content for the game, starting off with old weapon designs. In the earlier stages of Splatoon, the old main 3 Splat weapons had unused variants with different colors, a red one, a blue one, and a green one. Except in the Charger's case where it was just purple and green. The Disruptors looked to be completely spherical smoke bombs. The Sprinklers had a very different design, more metallic looking. Before the Squid beacon looked like a satellite, it looked more like a flag. Suction bombs were originally spherical, apparently. Splash walls looked to have a wider range and shot upwards instead of raining down. The burst bombs had a slightly different design. The icon for the bubbler looked different. The ink strike looked more like a rocket. In the game's files, there was an unused Inkzuka recolor just titled Big Laser with no spaces. There was also an unused weapon which was just straight up a gun, which is probably my favorite. There was an unused Octarian design, whether it was the Octo Sniper or just in a completely original enemy, well, we'll never know. There's a lot of unused gear, but some of the designs made it into the game eventually. Captain Cuttlefish's location was originally where Spike is, and there's early footage of what looks to be an arcade game of Agent 3 fighting against Octarians. Whether that was only there for the trailer and aesthetic, or whether it was actually playable, we will also never know. And last but definitely not least, the old designs for the Inklings, or just early concepts for Splatoon, were blocks of tofu and bunnies, apparently. Well, on to the final segment of the video. And what better way to end the series than to head back to Octo Valley, going the long way this time. And having one last fight to the finish with... Anyways, as you can see, this is my personal save file. The one I have grinded hours on in Octo Valley to get all the upgrades. As you can see, max Hero Shot, max Ink Tank, max Splat Bombs, max Burst Bombs, and max Seekers. You can press Y to reset your upgrades. Don't know why you would do that. Unless you just want to grind for eggs again, but hey. Might as well show what all the upgrades do. Upgraded gun greatly increases fire rate. Upgraded Splat Bomb increases the blast radius. Same with Burst Bombs. And same with Seekers. And the Ink Tank lets you fire and throw bombs for much longer. Let's see how many Burst Bombs I can throw. 4 Burst Bombs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that completely doubles your ink supply. Anyways, we've conquered all the bosses, beat all the levels, 100% especially. Oh, right, speaking of sunken scrolls, the Amiibo challenges. Those that I mentioned a few videos ago, you actually get blueprints for fighting the bosses, and you actually do get the weapons that you used in Hero Mode and the Amiibo challenges. So how about I jump over to the final boss platform and go on in. I'm not going to press select to skip. That'd just be disrespectful for the end of the series. Help! DJ Octavio escaped while I was eating my Krabby Cakes! You've got to be squidding me. Gramps got captured again? That's convenient. Yeah, another reason I wanted to show off the final boss here was not just to fight him again, as per end series tradition, no. I actually wanted to show the alternate dialogue that you would actually get if, well, had you fight him again. That never gets any less cool. Okay. No snow globe can contain this DJ. Yep, same fight. I'll just cut to when the dialogue actually changes. Gramps, are you sure you're not getting captured on purpose? Sorry I have to rescue him again, Agent 3. Hold on a sec, this is super loud on my end. I'm gonna have to just go full unresponsive. There we go. Hey, Gramps, I don't think I can make Squidmas this year. I told you Squidmas was canon. Yeah, we're filming our holiday special on Squidmas morning. I did the wrong voice. Yeah, any of y'all saying Inkmas or anything like that, that's canonically wrong. I'm no elitist, I'm no gatekeeper, but canon. I'm a stickler, man. Hey, remember when we won that singing competition? Of course, that competition jump-started our careers. There's the sunken scroll. I'll turn you into a radio edit. Agent 3, come in, Agent 3. Radio override activated. Oh, time! Damn. Turn it up! It's the Squid sisters, even though they're canonically cousins. So embarrassing. Do we have to take away your Krabby Cakes, Gramps? Man, Gramps got them cakes. I'm never saying that again, and I never expected to in the first place. I think he's probably just lonely. We should give him a call soon. But Gramps doesn't even have a phone. We'll have to send him a telegraph. Hey. You be nice to Captain Cuttlefish. The man's probably got a phone. He's the freshest squid in all of Inkopolis and Octo Valley. To be fair, he's only one of like 4 squids in Octo Valley. Finish him, bucko! This was Nightron. If so. For any of you soy boys go in my comments saying, that's not how sound works, upside down words don't exist, it's not backwards. Shut up. It's funny. And the Great Zapfish is just replaced with this tiny one. And what better way to send off this series that I was so happy to work on than to watch the credits one last time, which you can view here. Hey, I already covered the whole thing. Sweet. Also, you can look at the back of it. It looks pretty cool. Anyways, I know I've already gone over my thoughts on the project before during the main series, but I still want to give my thoughts on the project because this truly was a really amazing series to work on. I'm so glad I was able to do a whole playthrough of Splatoon because Splatoon for the longest time has been one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm surprised it doesn't get as much love as it actually does. Like, well, doesn't get as much love as it deserves, rather, because I never really hear that many people say positive things about this game. Because it's either, oh, the game sucks, the game's too childish, the music's bad, stuff like that. Like, I can understand where people are coming from with that, except for the game is bad, because, eh. But, like, okay. This game has been one of my favorites ever since it launched in 2015, exactly 26 days after my birthday. That's pretty funny. Um, I just felt like doing a series on this game would honestly be really fun to do, and hey, it was. Like, I know it's really been hard for me to, like, keep up with uploads, especially when I took, like, that 3-month break or something, because I had to pay attention to schoolwork and stuff. But, yeah, this series, honestly, looking back on it, it was a fun ride, all the way through. Even during, like, the boring editing bits. Like, yeah, this series, I can't stress it enough. It was so fun to work on. And if I convinced any of my viewers that previously wrote off Splatoon as just some crappy shooter wannabe, then if I convince people that this is a good game from the series, then mission accomplished. Okay, but in all seriousness, I really hope I did convince some people that this game isn't really that bad, and it's, in all honesty, a fun game that does not get enough credit. And here's something that was absent during my previous credit segment. Thanking people, because this series, it wasn't all me working on this. First of all, I'd like to thank all the people at Inkopedia for providing all the resources that I used for this playthrough, whether it's the Amiibo content, the beta content, and the weapon data. Like, they were all really helpful in that. And some people I'd like to thank more directly. Everyone at Loltech Productions. I know you probably haven't heard of them. If you haven't, then, oh man, you're missing out, because their content is good, and I'm not just saying that because they hired me back in September. But yeah, honestly, like, the people there really helped me a lot when it came to continuing the series, because they, honestly, as cliche as this is, to say, like, they did inspire a lot of confidence in me to keep on going with the series. Not that I was going to quit, just they inspired, or not really inspired, but they helped me upload a lot more, because they gave me some reassurance that I really needed. I thought the series was going to be hot garbage. It kind of was, but they were telling me, no, the series isn't that bad. You're just beating yourself up. And I mean, in all fairness, yeah. I'd say it's modesty, but at this point it's self-deprecation. Just, I really got to thank all of them, absolutely all of them, for being just wonderful people and helping me out through the series. Link to the channel, Loltech Productions, in the description. Again, this isn't an ad, because I know they did hire me. Yeah, cool. Speaking of Loltech, he was originally going to be doing the voiceover for the beta content, but unfortunately he was busy and let me handle it. Let me handle the rest. So, yeah. Thanks to him for considering, or not, well, considering he was going to, but he couldn't, unfortunately. Thanks to him for wanting to help out with the series, especially in that last bit, because I know him. He's a big fan of Splatoon lore. And it's honestly a shame that he couldn't do the voiceover for that part. Who else do I want to thank? Well, another cliche thing to say. All of you for watching. So, not only is this end screen telling me thanks for playing, but thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in maybe a month or so for a new series. A very different series, but a series of multiple games that I've wanted to work on for a long, long, long period of time. I'll see you all then.